Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Welcome to my channel, So Effortlessly Sexy. I am Charmaine, aka She Always Got Something to Say. And Zill, period. Hey y'all, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? Honestly y'all, I just came on today to show my face. Because, I'll be 100% honest, I am not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. And I'm trying to shake it, you know, because I know I'm PMSing. I am very much PMSing, and I'm PMSing real bad. Like, meaning my attitude is real bad. Every little thing is irritating me. I mean, it's stuff that should irritate me. I mean, it should irritate anyone, the stuff that I was dealing with today. But I'm just saying, like, usually I let a lot of stuff just roll right off me because I choose not to use my energy to be upset. Because being upset, I feel, takes a lot of energy. It definitely does take up a lot of energy. So I choose not to be upset more than I'm happy. But of course, we have our days. Of course, you know, I'm human, like I said, and I'm a woman. So, yeah. Anyway. I just want to be really transparent in this moment because y'all, this is not a vlog. Today is not going to be a vlog. Y'all might have, you know, seen me making my little tea earlier this morning, but that's about it. This is not going to be a vlog style type video. This is just me turning on the camera and talking because, like I said, I'm in a mood. I know I do talk a lot, but I'm in a mood, you guys, and I kind of want to shake it. And I felt like, well, maybe if you just turn the camera on, talk to the people, you know, you'll feel a little better. But and hopefully that helps, because I really didn't want to be on this camera. I don't want to be on here, you know, spreading negative energy, you know, through the camera. That's just not my thing, for real, you guys. Y'all know anytime I come on this camera, I do not be coming on here with nobody attitudes. I don't do none of that. I'm my normal self, but like I said, my nerves today. It's just my nerves. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm going to be transparent, you guys. And these is just my thoughts and my feelings. And I'll be 100% honest with you guys. But I regret, or I'm starting. And I've had these moments prior to now, but I'm starting to regret choosing to be a dog mom again at this point in my life. As many of you may know, family-wise, because many of you don't, but I used to have a Yorkie Poodle. I had her for 11 years, had her since she was 4 months old. She just left us in transition. My little Chloe back in May 2021, that was the last time. She was my first dog ever. And like I said, I raised her from 4 months old. So she was trained by me. She was accustomed to my way of living and XYZ. So I've never had a dog to where I had to try to housebreak again, retrain them. I never had to go through that, because after Chloe left us, I said I would never ever want to be a pet mom anymore. And it wasn't because anything. That I love dogs. Let's be clear. I love dogs and I love being a dog mother. However, like I said, I'm only used to one dog, and that I've had for the 11 years. And yeah, so, but I knew then when she passed, I said, I'm not, you know, I can't go through that pain again. That's what it was for me. It was the pain. Had nothing to do with raising her, and I just loved her. Like, our pets really do become like our family, our own kids, you know. I know people be like, pets are not kids, they're not human. That is very true, but they're very human-like and very kid-like. So you kind of have, especially as a mother, you kind of have no choice but to treat them as if they were one of your kids. They are like toddlers, you know, small dogs especially. But anyway, yeah, so I sat back then. I was like, y'all, I'm just wiping off my glass here. I gotta get some Windex to get certain spots, because the little handkerchief ain't getting it. But anyway, yeah, I never saw myself. I said I don't want to go through that pain anymore. I don't want to deal with that anymore, because that loss, you know, I took that very hard because it was like losing. I know, guys, it's not the same, and I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it, but I'm just saying, you know, I felt like a piece of my heart was ripped out of my chest. My son took it hard. We took it very hard. Because, again, that was his first pet ever. She was here before, she got here 4 months. My son was he was still like, what, 6 or 7? I don't even think he was that. My son was like 4 or 5 when we got my Chloe. So, anyway, it was hard for us to watch her go, and I said I never want to ever go through that again. I never want to do that again. Like, I don't want to do that. I can't handle that. So, and I didn't for all these years until this year. And my cousin, you know, she picked me as first dibs because she was looking to rehome Savannah. Y'all know the story, but I'm just talking to some of the people who may not know the story. And anyway, she was looking to rehome Savannah. Of course, she know that I had my little Chloe for many years, and she, felt like, well, maybe you ready again. And I was like, no, I'm not. No, I was going back and forth with it to myself when she offered me to to bring her home. And I was saying to myself, I'll see, going back and forth. I remember that weekend I was on a trip, and I was like, and I saw them before I went on the trip. And when I came back, I was like, I knew that by the time I came back, I had to make a decision whether I was going to take her back home with me or not. So, and I'll be honest, you guys, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. But my son, he was like, he wanted another dog. Yeah, he just wanted another dog. But I already knew, like, for me, at this point in my life, I had been, without any pets, except for my cat. But, cats are cats, so I don't have to do anything for my cat. Meaning, like, walk the cat, or do all that. So, but, I just brought her home because, I really felt like, mainly, I know in my heart that I didn't want to bring her home. I really, really didn't. But I was like, you know what? Tris wants her, and maybe this will, bring back, not bring me back to life, because I was living my life. Like, that's the thing. Like, now I'm just like, I really am regretting it because Savannah does not listen. Savannah does not listen at all. Savannah refuses to be housebroken. I can't see myself having puppy pads all over the house. No, it's not all over the house, but I'm just saying the puppy pads that we do have down. I can't see myself for the rest of my time being a dog parent. And I pray that she lives a long, healthy life as well as myself. But I'm just saying, like, I can't see myself continuing to do that for the rest of our time, and then when I take her outside, she just once in a bluest moon, like literally probably like the time before last that I took her out, she pooped outside. That was literally her second time doing that. I've had Savannah since June. She goes outside pretty much in the summertime, at least she was outside every day, permitting that it wasn't raining or anything like that. Nowadays, obviously, it's colder, it's snow on the ground, stuff like that. I don't take her out as often, but even still, she had enough outings to be potty trained. She refuses to use the bathroom outside because what she'll do is she'll come right inside, like literally when I take off her harness and stuff, she'll go to the bathroom. Sometimes she'll just go right there where the fuck she's standing at. She don't even go to her pad. Mind you, she's very trained. She's very well trained on how to use the pad because that's how she was trained, when she was at home with my cousin, She didn't go outside often. She didn't go outside often at all. So when she was, in her previous home. So she was used to the pad method thing, So and I'm like, I'm not used to the pad method thing. Like, that's not what we do. Chloe had her little grass pad. She used that on the days we could not go out or that I didn't walk her. And she was trained to use her grass pad in the house, and that was it. That was all we have. Vanna has a grass pad. I spent so much money on trying to, take care of Vanna. And it's just like really overwhelming me right now. And I'm feeling like this was a bad decision. I'm feeling like it was a very bad decision because, like I said, I'm spending a lot of money on Savannah. Savannah does not want to eat her food. She does not want to eat her pedigree. And yes, she was the same way when she was at my cousin's house. I don't know, though, what my cousin would feed her outside of that because she sent pedigree with her, which is her food she had there. But I know she likes a lot of treats, so, but she can't just live off treats, but she also won't eat her food unless it's cooked food in there. Unless I make food, or if it's something that I'm eating is in her bowl. She will not eat her food. And that's a concerning to me, because I'm like, girl, I want you to eat. I want you to eat. I want you to be moving your bowels the way you're supposed to daily. Like, I need you to be functioning properly. Like, and it's concerning because, like I said, like, she seems to be okay. Like, she will run all day long, play all day long. If I don't put no food in her bowl, meaning human food, our food, if there's none in her bowl, and because I'm trying to break her out of that. I'm trying to get her, no, you have to eat your food. I don't mind giving her little stuff here and there, but if it's coming to a point where you won't eat at all until somebody's standing to that stove cooking for you or mixing something up for you, girl, no. I don't even cook for myself every day, and then I gotta make you breakfast too. No, I'm just not there in life anymore when it comes to that. Like I said, I didn't have to do that with Chloe. And I hate to compare the two because they are two very different dogs. Okay, Chloe was Chloe. Vanna is Vanna. They are two very different dogs. I love Savannah so bad. I love her just as much as I love my Chloe. But I believe because I have not, had a pet for so many years after Chloe passed, and even when I did have a pet, again, she was trained to my likings. I'm the one who trained her. So for me to have to try and retrain a different dog, and no matter what I do, nothing's working. Nothing's working. I even call my cousin, like, because her aunt, my cousin's aunt, she still has, Vanna's parents. And her other siblings and stuff like that, some of them, because she breeds, she's a breeder. But I'm just saying, like, she still has, her parents, and she was just saying how the parents were the same way. It maybe it's just a breed of, because Vanna is a Shih Tzu poodle. So she's a sheepoo. I say sheepoo. But she's a Shih Tzu poodle mix. And I did my own research on it because, like I said, I was getting concerned, like, what can I do? Like, is this okay? Is this normal? So I looked it up, and I noticed too, my neighbors, they have two Shih Tzus. They've had them for many years, and you never see them dogs. I've never, to this day, I've been living here for what, Tristan, 23 now. I've been here for 15 years-ish, something like that. And I'm talking about in this house. But I'm just saying, so in all those years, I've never, ever, ever seen my neighbors walk those poodles. I never seen them walk those poodles. First of all, for the first many years I was here, I never even knew they had a dog, or they got two, because they never walked them. And, over time, I would, once in a bluest moon, they'll let them out there on the put. Mind you, they got a huge backyard in the back and everything, so they ain't even have to walk them, which I wouldn't do that. But I'm just saying, my other neighbors do. They let their dogs, they got 3 dogs, big dogs, and they let them shit all up in their yard to where the pack. And when you walking, they're getting close to their house, you can smell the shit reeking out of their yard. I'm dead serious. It's disgusting. I would never let my dog shit where she lay, because I'm not lazy. Anyway, back on track here, because y'all know I be getting a little excited sometimes when I get off on my little rants. But anyway, yeah, so I'm just like, everything I'm trying to do for Vanna is not working. I done bought her so many different dog foods, y'all. I still got a big $23 bag of frozen dog food sitting in my freezer that she refused to eat. Dry food, I try wet food, dry food, like I said, frozen food, like nothing. She will not eat nothing. Once in a blue, she'll eat her pedigree, because that's one thing about it. I keep pedigree in her dog bowls. I keep some pedigree in here because you're gonna eat this. I give her soft chew stuff because she loves her soft chew treats. I give her soft chew food to eat. She don't want it unless, and like I said, unless she gets really, really hungry, she will eat her pedigree, but she won't eat much of it at all. She won't, like, you can, if you look in the bowl, you wouldn't even be able to tell that she ate any out of there, because she just wants something else in it. And I'm just like, I can't cook for you every day. I don't want to. I don't want to cook breakfast every day. And that's another thing. She don't stay on one thing for long. I make her turkey bacon. She loves it, but you make it again for her too many times, and she walks away from it. She don't want that either. It's like, girl, what are we doing here? So anyway, all of this, you guys, is starting to really overwhelm me, and You know, she's in the garbage cans. You know, I'm just not used to that. When she doesn't get her way, she'll go, like just a little bit ago, she went to the bathroom and pulled all the tissue out the garbage pail. So now then I had to go in there and sweep it all up and put the shit back in there, close the bag up. Sometimes I'll just put my little scale that's in the bathroom to cover the top of the bathroom. So now I'm thinking, you know what, F this. Now I'm gonna go buy another. This is me spending more money because of Vanna. I'm going to go out and get a little bathroom garbage with the top that closes down. You just got to step on a little footstool and throw your shit in there. That's what I'm going to have to do for now, because I'm not going to keep closing my bathroom doors, putting shit on top of the garbage cans and doing all of that, yelling at her when she does that, because I know she's still a puppy. Even she's a year and some change old now, you know, but I know she's still young and she's still probably, I don't know. But it's just like an unruly toddler. And just, you know, with unruly toddlers, you can put them in timeout. If they don't behave, you sit them down for a couple minutes and tell them, you're not going to get this, or you're going to sit there for 2 minutes and don't move because you're not listening. You can't do that with a dog. At least not this one. Okay, Vanna is from Brooklyn, and she exudes that in every way possible. But anyway, like I said, I'm just not here for it anymore. And I've been really going back and forth about rehoming her again. And that's not in my nature. It's just not in my nature, you guys. Like, I don't do that. I would never, ever give away my pets. I know I came very close to it the one time, and then now and I'm thinking like, damn, I should have just did it. I should have just did it. Because see, that's my problem. You have to think about you, girl. I'm talking to myself. In my head, I'll be like, you have to think about you, your happiness, your wants, your needs. Because I feel like you're being selfish to yourself, and because here you go yet again trying to, you know, do something to make others happy, you know. And what about me? I'm unhappy in this moment. And again, I know part of it is coming because I'm emotional, because I'm PMSing and I'm emotional. My hormones are all out of whack right now. But at the end of the day, like, even when I'm not PMSing, you know, it's just it's a back and forth thing with me, because I don't like walking the dog, going back outside, walking every day. Like, I just been out of that space for so long, like, and to jump back in it, and it's all my fault. Nobody forced me. My cousin didn't force me. She gave me first dibs on, you know, bring her home, but she had other people lined up that she was going to ask, and I was like, you know what, and Tristan, like I said, was like, no, bring her home. So I'm thinking, like, you know, everything was going to be all good, but I knew I didn't want to get back into this. I knew then. So that's, if anything, I'm upset at myself. I take full 100% accountability for where I am now and how I'm feeling now. It's all my fault, because I should have said no, or I should have just passed on it, and, you know. But me and my big old heart and just loving dogs, and just, you know, feeling like, even though I know I didn't want to be a dog owner anymore at this point in my life, you know, I'm used to having my room door closed throughout the day. I don't do that anymore. Like, it's just a lot of things that I had to change, that I was comfortable doing and comfortable having, and I had to change. And I'm back at this space again, to where, and not even back at it, because again, I was never in this space to where I felt like I couldn't do anything. I couldn't be me, you know? So that's been bothering me. It's been bothering me a lot lately. And every time Vanna does do something, which is every single day, I start thinking more and more like, girl, you should have just let Quina rehome her to somewhere else, because now I feel like I'm stuck, because I would not never just, you know, give her away. Like, I know I was close to it, and it broke my heart to even think about what I was about to do, and I had pulled back from it at the last minute. Literally the day I was going to take her down back home to Brooklyn, I was like, I can't do it. I cried that morning and everything when I first woke up. I was bawling my eyes out like, girl, you really doing this? You really about to do that? Like, come on. You can't do that. That's not something you would ever do. And I really you know, didn't do it. Like, and then I go back and I'm like, damn, I should have did it. Because, like, I'm not, I hate to really sound like I don't like my dog, because that is not the case. Okay, I love Savannah. Y'all know that. Y'all see Savannah in here with me all the time. Right now I had to close her out because I just need a moment. I just need a moment. Like I said, I'm in my feelings today. I need some comfort food. I don't have any comfort food. There is nothing outside at the stores that I want that can comfort me there's no comfort food at the stores is what I'm saying. I don't know. And I'm just like, I need something to calm these nerves. And what usually does it is a Coke in the can. I don't have any. And it's either I get dressed and go roll around to the store and get one and then come back home and then just, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just over it. Like I said, today is one of those days for me where I'm feeling really, really annoyed, aggravated. Oh, girl, it's just a lot. It's just a lot that I'm feeling. So, and I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys about it. Because like I said, I want to be transparent. Like every time I turn this camera on, y'all always see me pretty much in a good mood. Because I'm always pretty much in a good mood. Like I don't choose to let things keep me down. Even though things happen, you know, on a regular. I just don't choose to dwell on things to keep me down or do anything like that. Like I keep it pushing because I'm blessed. You know, I'm blessed. I don't have no reason to be unhappy for real. Like, so, and that's why I know when I am feeling like this, I know what is, I can pinpoint exactly why I got these feelings and emotions and the way they are heavy right now. And it's because I'm getting my period soon. And that's just that. I'm always on top of that. So outside of that window, I don't got no problems. Like, y'all be seeing me. I be chilling. I be happy. Even when I be having an attitude, I still don't let that bother me like that. But today, it just really bothered me. And like I said, I don't have nothing to eat, to combat it. Nothing. Like, it's terrible. But anyway, you guys, enough of that. Enough of that. I'm going to open up this package that I got from Amazon the other day. Remember, I told y'all I was waiting on an Amazon package. Well, one of them. I was waiting on. One of the ones I was waiting on is an Amazon package. So here we go. Here's the package. I'm just gonna use my box cutter to open it. I got another package from Amazon that's supposed to arrive today too. But it's just more vitamins. I got more vitamins because I'm done. This is a first. I finished all of my vitamins. Oh, let me block out my address on here too. But I just got vitamins and some more Let Me Deep Bloat. So that's what's supposed to be coming today. Those Let Me Deep Bloats is the truth. Okay, I'm not even kidding. Shout out to, I think that one is for Kourtney Kardashian. I think those are the ones that, the whole Lemmy's line, I believe. I could be wrong. I should have maybe looked that up before I blurted it out, but I'm pretty sure. Matter of fact, let me see. I'm pretty sure that's Chloe's brand. Let me see who owns Let Me brand. Let's see. She might not own it, but she might. I really believe I've heard her name. Yeah, she's the co-founder. Okay. Yep. Kourtney Kardashian Barker and Simon Huck. They're the founders and co-founder of the Let Me brand. So she did her big one with those, yeah, honey. Or they did their big ones. So what I got in this big ass box is some more, speaking of PMS, because see, I told y'all I'll be on top of my ish. But I got some more pads, because I'm a pads girl. I do not use no toxic ass tampons. And the pads is just as toxic, to be honest. But it's worse if you got that shit just sitting up there in your vagina. Like, that's crazy. I was never a tampon girl. Have I ever tried it in my younger years to see what it was giving? Yes, didn't like it. I just didn't like it. And besides, like, on my first, I would say on my day 2 and 3, days 2 and 3 for me are my heaviest days. So those little tampons, I still would have had to put on a pad on top of it because them little tampons wasn't gonna hold nothing. Okay, absorb nothing. And yeah, they had the supers and all that, but them shits is toxic as hell. Like I said, it was that tampon era I was in was very, very short lived, and it was like when I was like 18, 19, 20-ish, something around there. And it, like I said, it didn't last for long with me. So anyway, put this back in. I got these. This is a different brand than the ones I usually buy because I wanted to try a different brand this time, but they're all plant-based. Each brand that I get, the other brand that I got and this one is plant-based. They're all plant-based. So this is 100% organic cotton top sheet absorbent, the Peace of Mind extra heavy overnight pads. So I got these Cora. This is the first time I'm going to use this brand. So hopefully, you know, hopefully I like it. I think I switched my other brand because, not switched it, but I think I said I'm going to try another line this time because the ones that I usually have, I don't know, I feel like they're a little too thin. They're not thin pads, because you know how some pads you can get them ultra thin, or regular. Those ones are, it's not, I would never get a thin pad. But when I got it, you know, it was on a thinner side, and I feel like I don't feel comfortable in, I mean, when I don't know, because I use my I don't know how this turned into a freaking period talk, but I use my, well, I know how I showed y'all pads first. Okay, yeah, I'm bugging. But at night on my heavy days, like I said, I sleep with briefs on. I do still use always briefs to sleep with, but during the day I use my pads, and I felt like with those other pads, yeah, they were long enough, but I just feel like I need a little bit more cushion. So we're gonna see what this one does. Then I got another light. I got two more lights, y'all. Then I got two more lights. It's just a clip light, y'all. I had this light 3 times before. This is my 4th time getting the same as light because I just love it. Like, I feel like I just love it. But this is my 4th time getting this light. This time though, this is my first time getting it in white. So you know what, matter of fact, boom, we could put this on here right now. But I had to show y'all first. This is my first time getting it in white. I ordered a white one this time so it can match the camera, because my camera is white, if you guys didn't know. And then I ordered the black again. So, and this one, it comes with, I don't know what you call these things, hot shoes, cold shoes, or whatever, but it comes with this so that you can, you know, attach it and then attach it to your camera. And then it comes with the clamp, so if you want to just attach it to your phone like that. So yeah, and then we just have the USB, and what else is this? What's this? Oh, it's a little baggie, little dust baggie. And yeah, that's all that came in that. And again, it's the same thing for this one. We just got black and a white, so we don't need to open that one right now. But I want to do the white one so that way we can actually put the light back on here. Let me take this one off, since it want to die all the time. That's the one that I use, y'all. Little cutesy one. Now let's see how we gonna put this on, because this attaching it is a little different than what I'm used to. I never seen it go on like this. And I really hope I don't break it, because one thing about me, I can be very rough sometimes. Okay, so got that part on. And then as you can see, if you can see, you guys, it got all the different buttons on this side, I guess, so you could change the light. And let's actually turn it on and see. First of all, I'm doing all of this, and it might not even come on because it might not even be charged. But let's see. Oh, it works. It's on. I'm going to put it this way. See that light? Ooh, see that? Oh, I love it. Y'all ain't going to be able to see it, but there's different levels. Where's my I need a light to see the little there's different levels, different brightnesses, you know, and you can turn it up or down like all the rest of the lights. So we are going to attach it. This is so cute. And of course this one is a little bit bigger than the one that I just took off, so it gives more light. I love that. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Cute. And I got it over, it turns on my favorite setting. The setting that I always used to use when I had the black one is this one, which is the warm light and cool tone combined. I love that. And like I said, we just got a little clamp, so we're gonna put the accessories to this in here. And I think y'all probably like, girl, why did you buy black and white? Like I said, I'm used to having the black one, but I got the white one for one because it matches my camera, and it was on sale this time, else I would have been bought it. But the white had the white back when I did buy this, I'm like, it was more money, and I was like, I don't need to be spending all that extra just for the same light, like just a different color. But anyway, and then I bought the black one because I figured with the black one it could somehow, some way, I thought maybe I could attach this one to my smaller camera, but now that I'm looking, like, there's it is not going to attach to the smaller camera. We're going to have to figure some other lighting out for the smaller camera, because that camera, I want a light for it too. And I don't see any for the, as far as like the accessories so far. I haven't come across one that I could, you know, use a light that I could use for that camera, because it doesn't have any like hot shoe compartments or anything like that that you can, you know, slide a light like this and just slide it right in. It don't have none of that on there. So the only other option, I would have to have a clamp one, but, and that's more likely why I chose this one. But now that I'm looking at the clamp, it ain't gonna be, it don't open wide enough to clamp it over the top of that camera. It does. I'll figure something out though. I'll find something. Yeah, this is the widest that it opens. My camera at the top is wider than this, so, but I'll figure something out. I'll find, I'm gonna keep looking. I'll come upon it. But also I got this is actually the stand for that camera. I bought a tripod. I know I ripped it from this way, but I bought a tripod for that camera. Let me go get it. Hold up, y'all. All right, I went to get the camera, came out to another package. But let's see. This is the camera. Y'all know my little cutesy SJ camera. Oh, I was about to say what I was doing. So we're gonna hook it onto the tripod. Let's see. This is the tripod, you guys. Nice and cute. Now, this is it. Open it that way. So let's see what it's given. This is good. And I notice it don't spin around when it's on a tripod like this. This is good because the tripod that I'm looking for, this one, and I'm using it. But the tripod, which is my taller tripod that I use a lot, or I pretty much, that's my go-to. I got so many, y'all, but excuse me. This one that I attach this to, it sits up there fine, but it spins. Like if I'm holding this tripod that you guys are on, if I'm holding it like this with this particular camera attached to it, the camera is, you know, it moves around if it's not stable, you know. But if I'm walking around or whatever, it tends to kind of like spin a little bit on it. But as you can see with this one, it's way more secure, and I think it's cute. It's cute, you know. It ain't that tall, which I know that, but it's cute. I could always, you know, prop it up on something like I be doing now. Prop it up. But I like this one. This is real cute. This is really cute. Real cute. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And what else? That was it from Amazon as far as I know. I have another package here that came the other day too. I don't know what this is. So let's see. Socks. I have to say, I ordered socks from TikTok. Some scrunchy socks. These ones are kind of like off-white, cream color. They're not even socks, actually. They like little leg warmers. Let me turn this light down. Okay. But this is it. These are cute little leg warmer socks that you could put down at your ankles when you're wearing. I bought them to wear with my, I don't know what you call, I call them slides. But y'all know, the shoes that we all wear in this fall. So the slides that we all wear. So yeah, I thought these would be cute. So that's what those were. And then like I said, I just came when I went to get the camera, I walked out and there was another package waiting by my room door. So let's see what this is. Where is it even from? TikTok. TikTok. Okay, so apparently I ordered something for Vanna as well, in addition to whatever these are, because I have no idea. But this right here, it says some type of, we'll get to that later because I'm going to have to cut that open. But it's for Vanna. Again, so y'all see I don't be lying. Oh. Oh, I know what this is. I don't know if I feel like I should show y'all this. Yeah, this is a little bit of an intimate, these are intimates, so I'm not going to show these on camera. Some things, you know, I am and will continue to keep private on this YouTube. So, yeah, these are intimates, and I bought a black. I got, they're in black and they're in red, and they're cute. So, that is that. That is all I got. I do have something from Shein. Let's open this for Vanna. I think this is for itchy. I don't know. It says itchy eyes or something like that. Her eyes are not itchy, so it couldn't have been that. That couldn't have been the reason that I ordered this. I don't even remember ordering it, but let's see. Shit, they might have threw it in here. But, I don't know why I grabbed those big L scissors when I clearly got this for this reason. Okay. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is Pet Tear. This is the Pet Scar and Pet Tear Scar Cream. This is for her eyes though. I'm bugging. This is for her eyes. This is for, because y'all see where she have so this is not for her ear. I didn't order anything for her ear, so I'm glad I got the spray, which the ear is doing very well, by the way. It's closing up very good. But anyway, this is for her eye, her tear ducts, I mean, you know, because she's light skin and she has when her eyes water, I guess it causes that discoloration under them, brownish. Y'all see they be having up brown lines right under her eye, which I can't stand it, because she don't look well rested. And I don't like it, because it's just like it gets darker and darker, and I of course have eye wipes for it to clean it. She don't like nobody touching her face, so it's a struggle and a fight to try to clean those. So I do it the best that I can. So that's why, you know, you guys see those the brown discoloration under her eyes. Please trust me, I don't just not take care of my dog, and that will never ever happen. Okay, so if ever you see some shit going on her face like that, that's about the only thing you're gonna see going on. But I'm just saying, like, it's because she won't really let me get in there. And even when she went to the pet groomer, they still couldn't get it back to white like it was. They couldn't. She got it as close as she could. She cleaned it as best as she could, but it definitely was a little brown, but not as bad. This is it, you guys. That's it. That's all. I didn't, you know, like I said, this is not a vlog, so I didn't come up here to really like talk y'all to death and do too much on here, but I did just want to come and talk about how I was feeling in this moment, because you better believe it's just in this moment. Okay, I don't hold on to shit. It's gonna pass as soon as I turn this camera off. I guarantee you. And I actually feel better that I turned it on. Like, bottom line, I really do. Now I feel like, girl, put you some clothes on, go outside, get you some air, and go get you something to eat. Go fucking search around for some comfort food. Like, now I feel energized to do so. Before I turned this camera on, I was not feeling it. Okay, so yeah, anyway, y'all, I'm gonna end the vlog here. Excuse me, see, I'm so used to vlogging, but I'm gonna end the video here. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next actual vlog or video. Who knows what's gonna be coming up here next with me, child. I know one thing, I am waiting for a Shein package, the other half of it, so I could do a haul. So yeah, when that gets here, you know, I can do that. But anyway, you guys, I'll see you in my next video / vlog. Peace out. Don't forget to like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe for the vibes. Okay, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.